Audio check 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Audio check. Be sure to like that. Hit that like button to follow us and get this shared with your friends and family. Be back shortly. Hey guys, AJ Town here live with the T-Storm Chasers. I'm running into a quick little technical glitch. Certainly do apologize. We'll be back here just shortly, so stick around with us here. Again, certainly do apologize here. We are running into a technical glitch. Give me just another short few seconds here, and we will be back shortly. Hey guys, just updating you here real quick. Sorry, do apologize again. I did lose my browser, so that's what my technical glitch is. And I'm not exactly sure how I lost my browser, but I am trying to get that up very, very quickly here. Certainly do apologize. It does appear that did crash on me. I can... We'll jump into some winter weather advisories here. How about that? Since I can't show maps and everything right now, what we will do is we will show this advisory here. This is a blizzard warning that is into effect here. We are looking at this blizzard warning that is going into effect on Monday at 6 p.m. and lasting till 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Now, this is blizzard-like conditions that are going to be possible. Next up, we have a winter storm watch that is in effect for the area there in purple. Now, that winter storm watch remains in effect from late Monday night into, that's winter storm warning. Winter storm warning. Sorry, certainly do apologize there. We are looking at that 6 a.m. Monday to 6 p.m. on Wednesday. Sorry, I'm trying to get my system back up here. As I am talking to you, certainly. See if that worked. Anyways, Jumping into this now, the next advisory here that we have is that winter storm watch does infect that area there in green, or orange. It's going to affect the area here. That winter storm watch goes in effect from late Monday night through Wednesday evening. Blizzard-like conditions are going to be possible, and we are looking at the blizzard-like conditions, total snow accumulations between 2 to 9 inches, but the wind is what's going to be the issue here. Now, as we look at this next slide, this is a little further south here. A fire watch remains in effect until from Tuesday afternoon to Tuesday evening for those down in the southern portions of the southern portions there. Now, believe it or not, because of the warm weather that we did have that moved through the area there, we do have a flash flood warning in effect here for the area in Aqua there. That's going to be Minnehaha County. Now, this is going to be affecting the Willow Creek near Crooks in Minnehaha County. Right now, it is at 9 feet. The lower left banks overflow, flooding some pasture and hayland. As of 5:15 Central Standard Time tonight, it was at 9.1. We are looking at just a little above flood stage there for that one. Now, as we do, let me see here. We'll jump into our severe weather here because I am still trying to work on getting that next thing up here for you guys. Anyways, this area in green, we are looking at a severe weather threat there for the area in yellow. I'm echoing. I seem to... I don't have echo, but anyways, the area in yellow there, and going back out further, that area in yellow would not be surprised to see an enhanced risk, if not a high risk again. Now, when we do start to talk about this, we do start to look at different models and everything as far as that is concerned. Now, this is the same area that was impacted just a few days ago with a major severe weather outbreak that pushed through that area. Now, as we take a closer look here, we are looking at that area there in orange. That is where our greatest concern is with severe weather. Now, we have been seeing some models where that is pushing a little further northwestward. So it's definitely something we are watching very, very closely. As I am, again, trying to get things up here, we will take a quick look. Let's take a quick look at your 7-day forecast. I got this nifty little device here that gives me all my slides now, and I got to figure out how to work it exactly. So this is a new stream with a new little play toy. There we go. There's my 7-day. As we take a look at your 7-day forecast, we're looking at a little bit of a cool down as that system pushes through on Tuesday into Wednesday. Then as we go through the rest of the week, we're finally getting out of that cold area and looking at getting a little warmer for this time of year. Now on that Saturday and Sunday, look at those temps. I want to thank Riley that is on our team here that does our 7-day outlook. Great looking feature there. As we want to take a quick look at the severe thunderstorm parameters as we are starting to get into that criteria. Now this is put out by the National Weather Service. What is a severe thunderstorm criteria? Hail in 1 inch or in diameter or greater, winds 58 miles per hour or stronger, and tornadoes. As we take a look at their National Weather Service, as this storm system starts to come through, they're looking at Monday. Going to be slight chance of that sprinkles and flurries. Windy coming into Tuesday, and then Wednesday that snow system finally starts to wrap up and out of the area. As we look at their next slide here as of this evening here, this is going to be their snow totals and predictions. We're looking at just a small glaze of ice accumulation for that area there as well. Now, as we did mention from the National Weather Service, the winds that are going to be moving through, we are going to be looking at those quite high here over the course of the next 48 to 72 hours there. Hey, we got our map back up. Let's jump into things and kind of look at what we're looking at and what areas are going to impact here. So as we go through the day on Monday, that's when we start to see the system ramp up, mostly in the western portions of South Dakota. Now, as we do get those there, it's going to start really impacting West River there, coming after that 06 Zulu. So that's going to be about that 1 o'clock in the morning. We finally start to see that shift just a little further eastward, and then bringing us that chance of ice accumulation and glazing there come into your commute on to work on Tuesday morning. So definitely going to be prepared there for just a little bit of a light ice glaze there. We do have some rain that is going to be out in front of this low pressure system. Now, this is where we're talking with that severe weather system, is with that low pressure system. As that system continues to progress its way eastward, that's where that concern of severe weather is going to come into effect for that day 3 outlook there that we did mention. Right here is what we are looking at for that day 3, again, with that severe weather threat as that low pressure system pushes through on Tuesday evening is what we are looking at. You can see it right through here's where that severe weather threat is. I know right now that doesn't look too dominant on the radar as that low pressure system continues to progress its way eastward. This is going to become a linear system and continue to push its way eastward, a squall line as most of us in the weather field call it. Then as we go through the rest of the week there, we're looking at some gorgeous week weather, and we're not looking at another system, fortunately for the area, until... Wait a second. I don't see any weather until further out. So we only talk about 240 hours out is about all we talk about. And good news is 240 hours out, so that's going to be your 10-day there. We're not seeing any weather pushing through the area. So get out, enjoy the weather. Let's take a quick look closer at home here. Again, we'll start this at Monday evening here, where that West River area really starts to get impacted. As we do start to go through the morning there, that will continue to shift its way eastward. As that does continue to shift its way eastward there, we are seeing that light chance of some glazing of ice accumulation occurring. Not much is expected. As that shifts northward there, that ice accumulation, that's where we're going to see a little higher of a glaze of ice there. Then again, as that low pressure system impacts the area, we're going to be looking at some warmer temps coming through the area, bringing that rain chances there. Now, we do have a little bit of a concern of seeing some severe weather in this neck of the woods, so something we're watching fairly closely. I'll jump into that in just a moment here. Now, this will continue to progress its way eastward and move out of the area here by Wednesday evening. And then as we do start to see things die down, and again, your Easter weekend, Good Friday, is looking like a perfect Good Friday. Fun joke there. And then as we go through the weekend there, into Sunday there, we are looking at a little bit of a clipper system pushing through only in the northern portions of South Dakota and into North Dakota, and then western or through Minnesota there. But good news is we're not expecting that to be a snow system. We're expecting that to see that as a rain system. As that rain system does continue to progress its way eastward, then we are not looking at anything substantial with that. Now, as I did mention, let's look at this severe weather risk. Now, as we do take this into consideration, this is still a little ways out, so definitely some things to watch here. But again, like I did mention, right here is where our concern for seeing a possible spin up of a severe weather event. Let me zoom in here. So as you can see, right just west of, or east of Union County there, we are looking at a potential of a severe system developing. Now, this is as of 00 Zulu on Wednesday. So that's going to be Tuesday evening is what we are watching with this as well. As things start to form, we will start to really watch it fairly closely. You can see that it progresses down to about that Highway 20 corridor there. And then again, we are watching eastern Iowa. Again, that is going to be under the gun of severe weather Tuesday. As I did mention with that Storm Prediction Center's outlook, that does put that area there. You can see as we do compare the models and the Storm Prediction Center's outlook that you can see where that severe weather setup is. Now, this right here is what I'm calling a sleeper system. We'll see that once in a while in severe weather events where there is going to be a cell that's going to generate some severe weather, and it's going to be more of a silent type weather event. And that's kind of what I'm looking at and seeing with this. As we take a quick look at your tornado threat, let's take a quick look at that. Let me jump off of there. So as we go into the same time frame there, about that Wednesday there, we do see definitely over out in the eastern portions of Iowa definitely have that tornado threat. Again, that's moving through. Again, if we look further westward, and let me zoom in here. We do still have that chance right there is going to be a chance of seeing some severe weather in a tornadic event as well. So definitely something we are watching fairly closely. Again, now this is on the backside of that system as it's progressed, and something definitely we're watching fairly close is it's going to be about that same timing where systems are changing over from rain to snow. And so definitely going to see that possibility of getting a spin up or two maybe out of this. So would not be surprised if this Storm Prediction Center does push us a little further northwestward. Definitely something we are paying very, very close attention to and seeing what is going to occur with that. Now, these model runs have been pretty consistent of showing that severe weather event. Now, let's talk snow totals here because I know that's what a lot of you are wondering. And believe it or not, folks, Sioux Falls area is right around that maybe an inch, less than an inch of accumulation, dusting to an inch of accumulation. But look out west. Look out west, folks. 2 feet of snow is going to be possible in the hills area there. When we're going to see the potential of almost 3 feet of snow. But you can see the area there really progressing where they're going to see probability of seeing that 2 feet of snow. I don't think the system is going to progress eastward, so we don't have to worry about the Sioux Falls area under that system. Now, let's take a quick look at your pivotal. Actually, let's jump over to our live radar here. We do have a cell moving through the area as producing some rain showers down south there. We are not seeing it come in as a snow system or anything, so that is a good news there. This is continuing to progress its way northeastward, and as that continues to load with our live radar sweep there, you can see that live radar sweep pushing through. Let's switch over to our other radar software here. And you can see the heavier band there down just between, I would say about the Elk Point area is what we are looking at. That heavier band of rain pushing through right there. Yep, I was right between Elk Point and Jefferson. And this is rain that is pushing through the area that right now. Highway 81 has a heavier band there in the Nebraska area as well. So definitely some rain showers progressing and have been consistently progressed there as well. Let's jump back to your WSV3 where we do get that live radar sweep. We can see those heavier bands on there as well. So definitely seeing some of that. Let's give a switch over here to our pivotal. Oh, can't open this page. That crashed on me. So let's bring that up here real quick. Certainly do apologize. Joys of doing a live shot. Joys of doing a live shot. Again, let's take a quick look at that 7-day forecast, as that is looking gorgeous there come into your Easter weekend. Hope you get out and enjoy that with your friends and family as we go into that. Let's take a quick look at this as we come into the system progressing eastward there. We do see about, again, that 0, 0, 0 Zulu, it finally moving into the East River area there. So about your commute home from work, we expect to see that continue to progress its way eastward. There's our chance of seeing some of that light icing. You can see that there in that pink as it progresses its way eastward there. Now, this is where our concern of seeing some severe weather occurs, is right with this low pressure system here coming into the Tuesday evening. Now, they are having a little stronger of a cell to the east or west of that low pressure system. Now, the European model pushes that a little further to the west of that low pressure system. So definitely models are inconsistent with that as we do progress through this event here. We do, again, expect to see things move out by your commute home on Wednesday. And then, again, even this model is showing a gorgeous 240 hours out, 10-day forecast looking gorgeous. Now we're getting into our rainy season, so definitely seeing some of that progress. Speaking of seasons and what we're looking at here, let's take a quick look at your temperature outlook. As you can see, our temperature outlook puts just northeastern portions of South Dakota below average for this time of year. Southeastern South Dakota is going to be near normal for this time of year, but it's not going to take much of going south to get a little bit of a warm-up. So, again, you can see right there, we're looking at some decent, finally spring weather progressing. Good news is, for us right now, because we're so wet around here, is we're looking at below average right now for this time of year of seeing some moisture through the area. Now, this is for April 10th to the 16th. This is your 8 to 14 day outlook. These are not maps that we put together. This is from the National Weather Service that we are looking at as well. Oops, hit the wrong button there. Certainly do apologize there. As we switch back to our pivotal, let's look at snow totals here real quick with this as well. We'll get this loaded here. Now, here is a look at that pivotal snow totals. Now, this is our GFS model as well. That is suggesting almost 2 feet of snow for some of that area there in purple through the center portions of South Dakota. So you can see we are definitely going to get a heavy band of snow progressing through the area. Good news is, again, folks, that we're not looking at this to really impact the Sioux Falls area, but we are looking at impacting much of the state. Again, would not surprise to see interstate closures, would not be surprised to see a 90 closed and 29 closed. Now, 29 closed might occur north of the Brookings area, but definitely not between Sioux Falls and Brookings and Sioux Falls to Mitchell. Definitely would not see that occurring. More of a, again, west of those prominent areas there. As we go into let's quick look at your severe weather risk using the GFS model too. So now the GFS does not progress further eastward or westward with this. You can see just extreme eastern South or Iowa there. Sorry. Eastern Iowa there, down along the I-80 corridor is what we are looking for, that severe weather event moving through the area. Again, you can see just a little bit of a cell here that is on the backside of that, and that's where that European model is also hinting on it. So I'm kind of watching this area closely. Basically, again, looking at that GFS model as we come back to that, or European model. as we look at that European model, again, we are looking at, let me get that switched back here. Now, the European model keeps this just a little further eastward than what the GFS model does. So we are watching with the GFS and the European model, basically this area right here has that chance of seeing some severe weather on Tuesday night. So definitely something we are watching very closely is that chance of seeing some severe weather progress with that as well. So again, we are looking at some nice weather moving through the area. Unfortunately, folks, we do have this blizzard warning out, a winter storm warning out, and then we do have that winter storm watch that is out for that area there. And then again, we do have that fire watch down south, and then we do have the flood warning there in Aqua, which is for Minnehaha County. Basically for the Willow Creek area there, that is just a little over its flood banks with all the snow melting. Again, as we jump into that next area there, we do want to mention again that severe weather risk that might occur. Now this is on the European model, not showing up on the GFS model, and not showing up on the NOM model. So definitely kind of take it with a grain of salt, but don't put it in the back of your head, but don't put it in the front of your head, if that makes sense. We definitely want to make you guys weather aware of seeing this probability of a severe weather risk occurring. Again, we would not be surprised if the Storm Prediction Center for that day 3 does shift a little further northeastward and does include the Sioux City area and that area there in extreme southeast South Dakota. Would not surprise us if that does shift just a little further northwest there as this severe weather event gets a little closer there with that too. Whoops. I got to turn that off. Sorry. I keep hitting that button. It's right beside my next page button. So, again, I want to thank everybody for joining us. I want to thank everybody for following us. And I want to thank everybody for basically having us as your weather people. Again, thank you. We look forward at bringing you guys that information. Thanks, guys. Don't mention it. Anyways, have a great night. Thanks for following us.